Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Sisters in Crime with Shy and Toy. My name is Toy, short for Latoya.
My name is Shy, and that's short for Shamia.
All right, and today we are back with another true crime episode. Please don't forget, y'all, to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Engage with us in our content. We are on YouTube, TikTok, and we do have an Instagram, but we are more so on TikTok and YouTube. So on TikTok, we have clips that we upload, and on YouTube are our full videos. If you want us to cover something, please feel free to send us an email at SistasinCrimewithShiandToy@gmail.com. And maybe we will do a little deep dive on your true crime suggestion, come back and cover that. But today, we are covering a case dating back to 1998. So that would be 27 years, going on 27 years old. Is the math? 27? I did that off the dome.
Yeah.
It sounds right. We're going to roll with it.
Right. Yeah, 27. Well, yeah. Almost 27, because I think this took place in the summer of 98. So almost 27.
Okay, so 26 going on 27 years. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, this is the case of the Pecan Valley John Doe. If you guys never heard of that case, it took place in, I think Nashville, Tennessee. I know it's Tennessee. I believe it was Nashville because I remember the Nashville Police Department were the ones investigating it. But the Pecan Valley John Doe, aka Marcus Rutledge. So this was a young black man, college student. He was going to, was it Tennessee State University he was going to? Back in 98, and Marcus went missing. Mm-hmm. I saw accounts where they, recently interviewed friends and family. Marcus had, I think, 2 boys at the time. I know he had kids. I know it was at least 1 boy.
It was, he had a son and a daughter.
Okay, so he had a son and a daughter. Mm-hmm. So they recently interviewed friends and family of Marcus, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. And his children, because no one, he vanished without a trace. So his kids believe that he just left them, and that just broke my heart. Yeah. They really thought their daddy just ran out on them. But this month, February, the beginning of February, we found out that was not the case. Mm-hmm. Marcus's skull was found. Now, to clarify, the skull was found originally in 2010. Okay? And that is how the skull got the name of the Pecan Valley John Doe. They didn't know whose skull it was. But recently, due to a familial DNA hit, I'm assuming, I didn't find any evidence of this, I'm assuming somebody did like an Ancestry&Me or something. Yeah. And it showed that it was a relation, and they figured out it was Marcus. But they've had that skull for 14 going on 15 years since 2010, and just are able to link it to him. So his family, safe to say, they're saddened to learn that he is no longer with us. But now they want some answers, and I think they deserve some, because clearly there is foul play.
Yeah, I know. I believe a lot of the family still had hopes that he was still alive. Yeah. For all these years. And mm-hmm. I know when they found the skull, and then of course the DNA matched, it was very a blow. And I can't imagine how they felt, especially when you have a young man with a bright future, so young. His family described him as being this outgoing, very handsome young man.
Oh yeah, very nice looking.
Yeah, of course, having two children that he was making. Yeah, show that.
A real nice looking black man. Look, we love to see it.
Yeah, just having a lot of future plans with mm-hmm. his family, Yeah. And they knew their loved one. They knew he would not just walk out and just mm-hmm. leave them,
right?
Communicating with anyone. he had a very, you know, when I say rich, I mean rich in love. I don't know anything about their financial status. I'm talking about rich in love and bonding in regards to his family. So he would never just take off like that.
That's another photo of him. Very handsome, very nice guy.
Yes, very
Nice looking guy. But yeah, so and he was 23 at the time he went missing, and like we said, there was literally no trace, not a shred of evidence, like no indication. That's why they didn't know whether to presume him as dead or if he just ran off. But I'm like, it didn't seem as though he took off to me, and I guess it could be because I watch a lot of true crime. Yeah. Like he very much had plans, and he had things he like my sister said, he had a future ahead of him, things he was working towards. He was in college, stuff like that. That's not indicative of anyone who's gonna take off, like, and just vanish.
Right. Now during that time, unfortunately, the family kind of found out. I'm not even going to say, I don't even think they were able to really like find this out. Definitely. Okay. This is alleged. Okay. So allegedly around the time, well, when he went missing, the family found out things about Marcus that they did not know. Right. Allegedly, he was supposed to be graduating, but apparently he was no longer in school. Right. They did find that out, and they also found out that, you know, he may have had some dealings, you know, picked up a weed selling, you know, because he had 2 children. No judgment. That doesn't mean he doesn't deserve justice. Right. You know, or anything like that, because I know some people think like that. No, he deserves justice just like the next person. But you don't know what was going on through his mind at the age of 23, trying to take care of 2 small children. So, but unfortunately, his family had to find these things out after he went missing. So that really opened up like kind of like this wide, like, okay, like what happened, you know, like,
because did he get in with the wrong crowd?
With the wrong crowd,
the money,
right? Because the family, when they, because how they found out he was missing, his girlfriend at the time, he had a child with another young lady who he was no longer with. That's who his son's mother. That was his son's mother, and then he had a daughter, like I mentioned earlier, with another young lady named Taiwana. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Taiwana, I think she was the one that called the police because, you know, I think they were supposed to meet somewhere and he didn't meet her, and she just knew something was wrong. So I think that's how they found out. So I believe the family actually went to his apartment to and they couldn't even get in. They had to like climb through a window, and immediately, like, it didn't appear that he had left and was going to be gone for a while. It just looked like how it normally
regular
would.
Apartment,
yeah. His dog, it was a Rottweiler, was in the bathroom, locked in a bathroom, and had chewed up the rug because he was in there for, I don't know what the dog was, but the dog was in there for so long. And you know, that was another red flag because he would have never left that dog unattended in that way.
Right. So, and the last time he was seen was dropping his daughter off at daycare. And 3 weeks after that, after he was reported missing, they found his car. But no Marcus. So it's giving to me someone made him drive somewhere, they pew-pewed him or something. But I don't think a cause of death has been determined. They do suspect foul play. So they do believe it was a homicide, but I don't think a cause of death has yet been determined. But this is just Toya's true crime thinking brain and my imagination. I imagine somebody made him drive somewhere, pew-pewed him, and left him out to die.
I'm with you. I really think he got into, got into the wrong crowd, you know, with what he had going on, what allegedly they think he had kind of got into, the lifestyle he had got into. And, you know, but, you know, another strange thing I really feel like is important to mention is his roommate. Now, I think a few weeks before he went missing, I believe he had spoke to his dad and was thinking about moving out of the apartment with his roommate for, different like disagreements with the upkeep of the apartment and also like rent payment and stuff like that. It doesn't appear that his roommate was keeping up with his side of the rent. Okay. So, y'all, not too long after that, the roommate gets unalived. And I mean, someone knocked on the door. And I mean, let me find how many months it was after that. Maybe like 6 months.
Ooh.
Let me see.
This is juicy, honey.
February of 99. Yeah. So not quite a year. February of 8 months. All right. 8 months after Marcus disappeared, because at this time it's a disappearance. We don't have a body or a skull or anything like that. So his roommate is unalived. Someone literally, he opened up the door, someone shot him. And that was
that's connected.
Yeah. Well, see, the cops did do, an investigation, and they said no. And I feel like they need to reassess that and reinvestigate that, because there's no way.
That's a connection.
There is definitely a connection.
That's the connection. And you know what? Maybe the roommate knew something, and that how they say closed mouths can't tell nothing. So maybe they had to shut him up because.
Or allegedly, do you think the roommate had something to do with it?
That's what I'm saying. Like either
the actual action
something to do with it, or knew something. Because the thing about it, when you're committing a crime, you really don't need a whole lot of eyewitnesses, because eyewitnesses can't testify against you, right? Yeah. So if he had a hand in it, the other person may have been like, I ain't going down. I need to make sure ain't no witnesses but me. Like the only person to know but me. So now I got to take him out too.
Right. Like I think they need to reinvestigate it. But the heartbreaking thing about this whole situation is we are now in 2025. Yeah. It is going to take a miracle. And I hate to even say it like that.
So let me ask this. Did they determine who killed the roommate?
No.
So both of them unsolved?
Yes. It's cold. Both.
Mm-hmm. Somebody knows something.
Yes. But it's 2025. And I'm not going to say it's impossible, right? Because look, we're in 2025 and now they've uncovered the murder of Aisha Degree. You know what I mean? That was another case that I was like, Yeah. But like I said, you never know. There may be someone that come forward. I hope somebody does. Both of these young men deserve justice.
Yeah, that's what the family at with it now. They said they was very grateful to the police department because the police department did everything they could and they were persistent. But now they want answers, and so they very much want justice for Marcus, and I do too. But now we need to girl.
Yeah.
I need to know, but those cases are connected. I don't care what nobody
says. They are, but the police, they said they did an investigation. They tried to follow it, and they said they couldn't find any leads. And I was like, y'all ain't looking hard enough. I'm not, and I'm not saying they probably did, but I'm just saying I feel like
a lot of times it's one or two things. Either one, they don't have the resources, i.e. the money to do the extensive searches, or number two, it's just not on their radar because it's one of us.
Keeping it real. One of us.
I'm just kind of like I see it. We see it so many times, so it's one of the two, or a combination of both. Honestly,
keeping it real. I mean, unfortunately, that was the case then, and it's definitely the case now with a lot of cases in regards to some of the people in the the Black community. So
right.
So
they, like I said, they've been talking to his family. They've been, talking to the dad. The dad said they are, I'm not going to say happy, but they're glad to know what happened to their son. But now it's time to get on the job. The job ain't over yet because who did it?
It's not.
Who did it?
It's not. Yeah, it's hurtful for this outcome, but it's not the time to stop. We just need to get down to business. Like, okay, somebody knows something. Okay, like who in the circle? Who are his friends? Like, on campus. Like, who was the connect? I learned that word off Power.
Right, the connect, because
that's
gonna connect all the. That's gonna put that puzzle piece together and connect the dots. Is
right,
what it's gonna do.
right. Who's the connect?
Because maybe they would have the same supplier. Because you know how they say birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
Who's to say the neighbor, the roommate, wasn't selling, Mary Jane too?
Right.
That's
what I
mean?
felt like.
Now back then they really would take you out of it, but now it's just a little Mary Jane. Now they still will knock your head off for some coke. Yeah. So leave that booger sugar alone.
Yes.
But I don't think people really look at me as if I know about street pharmaceuticals. But
well, I do because I watch Power, and that's all the education I need on the topic. So
well, I used to date a felon, so I learned some things.
When? Come back. When?
I need to write a book. Your sister has lived an interesting life.
You talking about, well, I used to date a felon. When? My stars.
That's why I said it's one of those situations where I look back on like guys I've entertained or talked to, and I say I just be doing shit. I just be doing. Because I had no business. I was not raised that way. But you learn a couple things. Power, BMF. You learn things along the way.
Along the way.
You still can't let people play with you in these streets, though. I do know that.
You have got to be guarded, and
you gotta put your foot down.
Yeah, but stay out the life period, though.
Right. I do not condone that.
Nothing ends well.
I do not condone that lifestyle.
No. I also want to add something. Correction. So there was someone charged in connection to, I believe his name is Athen, who was which was Marcus's roommate. There was an arrest made. However, the case was dismissed, so it did go unsolved. I did want to add that in there. Correction.
Okay.
But still, that's nothing. So we'll still back. Basically, I still say it's both unsolved, because even though somebody was arrested, obviously that person didn't do it. So
right. So who is the murderer?
Yes.
And do y'all need me to come up there and help y'all find them?
Please do. Hire me to do that.
Toy and Shy Private Eye.
Listen, we will get down to business.
We keep saying that we need to get that off the ground.
I do. Listen, we will solve y'all problems. Just leave it to us.
I solve stuff just because I'm nosy. So I'm gonna do the deep dive.
Listen, when I start putting 2 and 2 together,
yes, it's gonna always equal 4.
Always.
It's gonna always equal 4. So y'all hit our email. We will send an invoice. We have to give you an itemized list of what all that is going to entail for our services for Toy and Shy Private Eye. We are about to be belt to ass. We hitting the ground running.
We are not gonna take this lightly. Okay. No. Listen, when I say we are going to not play, listen, I need y'all to listen.
Under no circumstances.
Under no circumstance. We do not play games about murder, missing person, children. We don't play about none of that, okay?
At all.
So don't contact us unless y'all are ready. Because we are not, sugar coaters, and no. we don't play around.
We strive for results.
We're gonna have some people in tears.
But we're gonna have justice.
If needed. Okay. We're not thinking about feelings. We're thinking about solving crime here, okay? But we're going to do it with love, and we're going to rejoice in the end, because you know what? We're going to figure it out.
We're going to get to the bottom of it. Tap in.
Tap in.
Oh, but yes, justice for Marcus. I hope and pray they find who did this horrendous crime, and I pray his family gets the justice that they need and deserve so that they can heal and sleep at night. But I am, in a sense, glad that his children know that their father did not abandon them.
Yeah, because that, imagine like thinking about that all these years that your father just like,
And them kids got to be our age by now.
they're like, yeah, they're like early, no, they're like
30,
late
like 30.
20s, like 28 and 30. So,
Right.
yeah. So,
They got to be approaching 30 or, right there at it.
and if you know something, say something. I'm not
Please.
saying that you have to know every aspect of what happened, but if
Right.
you know even like a piece of the puzzle, call the police and tell them
Please.
for this family.
Like,
There is no way that this case that no one knows nothing. That I just don't believe that.
I wonder is that statute of limitations? Maybe not on capital murder. I know in some states I don't think there is one on capital murder, but I don't know about Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Tennessee. That's something to look up though. No, I'm trying to read. I don't see anything about that.
Okay, but I would say just in general, y'all, if you see something, something, a crime is somebody been tell something, you can make your hit the tip line anonymously.
It is not gonna hurt. It is not gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
hit the tip line.
As if I know, I'm telling.
Oh yeah. So don't do it around me.
I tell people all the time, don't do nothing around me, baby, because I'm snitching. Because as soon as the cops say, hang tight, I'm not going down with you.
It's just something about hearing them clinks of them handcuffs that make me just spill it.
I mean, look at this. Does not go behind bars. Like, are we for real right now? All of this behind bars? Absolutely not. It would be a great disservice to the world.
Yeah.
Like, no. Picture that.
No, I second that. I just can't.
Like,
no. But another sad thing that I wanted to also add, unfortunately, Marcus's mother passed away in 2015 of a rare brain disorder.
Oh, wow.
So think about stuff like that. A mother who passed away, not knowing what happened to her son. I know they're rejoicing together, in heaven, but at the same time, he still has family here on earth that love him and that want to know what happened. He has children that want to know what happened.
And they deserve to know.
They deserve to know.
They need closure.
They definitely do.
That's so sad. Nice looking man too.
Very much so. Very much so. Looks
like I definitely. I would have talked to him if that was my day. I definitely. I'm just saying.
His handsome. He looks like he looks educated. He was cleaning in a lot of those pictures. Yeah. Absolutely.
Definitely would. All right. You have any final thoughts, Boo?
No, I do not. Y'all hit that tip line like we said. There was something else we were gonna do an update on. What was it?
Oh, y'all, Christina Parcell.
Yes.
That's the case we just covered a couple weeks ago. Yes. With the lady who went missing the lady that was killed. Yes. And then in the course of her investigation they found like the child pornography stuff that she and her boyfriend dabbled in. Yep. So you want to give that update or you want me to?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So the judge ruled in our favor. No, actually, no, it was not. It was ruled in our favor. Sorry. I'm thinking about the way it was reported. I'm happy to report this. No, or am I happy to report it? Wait a minute.
We're not happy to report this.
No, we're not happy to report this. I'm rehearsing the story in my head. No, sorry. Back up. I'm not happy.
The judge ruled against
ruled against. Sorry, y'all. It's been a long ass day. Okay. Mm-hmm. The judge ruled that they would not allow that other case to be intertwined with her murder case. So the essay with children and the photographs and all that stuff, that's going to be something separate. So that evidence won't be tied into it.
Right.
So no, that's
Now,
not good news.
so I feel I can see. I can see two things. Number one, it could damage her murder case, but also on the flip side, it could provide a motive for the murder because her baby daddy ex-husband and his friend are the main suspects for the murder, and that's what they were saying was potentially could have. Well, that's what I'm not gonna say.
That's
that.
what we allegedly
we speculated because they had a daughter together.
Yeah,
we speculated that they may have found out, and that could have been the reason for her murder, other than the custody battle of the daughter.
Yeah.
So I can see both sides. Now, this also could shed her in a bad light.
Yeah.
And make them say, well, it don't matter no way that she ain't no longer here.
Right.
And a murderer walk free. So
yeah,
it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes, y'all, I'm sorry. But yes, the judge said no, we're not gonna include that in. I was like, really?
I mean, but it's South Carolina. Are we really surprised?
I'm not. Honestly, when anything is going on in South, like they say, South Carolina is a shit show.
It is.
Always.
I just go to work and bring my black ass home.
That's all I do.
That's what South Carolinians do.
It's a very quiet life.
Yeah.
And I like it that way.
Very demure.
Yeah. We don't be out here because we have stuff like that going on. But
usually when I'm outside, it's in another country.
Okay? But that's true though. Like, because South Carolina is just
sad. Do better. South Carolina is still stuck in Jim Crow.
Yeah, if you want to keep it a real. Like, okay, so like South Carolina, it's like we're like way behind. I feel like out of all the states, right?
Yeah.
We're always like last to do anything. Like we are that stuck. And it's honestly disappointing, honestly.
And now that you say that, I wonder if that dates back to the Civil War. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. So, South Carolina was the first to secede from the Union and start the war because they were trying to end slavery. So quite naturally, when they lost the war and the states reunited, South Carolina was also the last to rejoin the Union. So is it dating back to that? Because South Carolina is dead last on anything, and that goes from fashion all the way to food.
Yeah. Food, fashion, education, you name
everything.
Everything is last.
So I'm wondering. I wonder if it dates back to that.
It could be. It's
like people treat us bad because stuff that them people did way back then.
Yeah, it could be. Honestly, I'm not even gonna sit here and try to rationalize it because the shit wouldn't make sense anyway.
No, either way it go, it don't make sense. But I just now literally, I was like, well, wait a minute. Trying to connect dots, but it don't make sense.
No, none of it. But like I said, South Carolina's a shit show. We could go on and on and on about it.
So as more updates come out on this case, because they are currently in trial,
they are.
We will continue to come back and update. Go back and watch our Christina Parcell story. It was a couple episodes before this one. If you want more information, if you missed that one.
Now, did they ever get enough people for the jury?
I'm assuming so, because they don't went forward with trial, ain't they? They didn't call me.
They didn't call me either. We had put it out there, but they didn't call us.
They didn't call us. I would have been up there, child.
I would have been happy to be up there.
Would have told my boss real quick, I got jury duty.
But no, I guess they proceeded. I guess so. So, like I said, that's another one. Every case that we've reported so far are things that are currently going on in the media. Yeah. So, including this one. Now, this case, of course, it happened in like 98. However, the goal is to like add some, shove this case back in the media so that we are like getting it some more traction so that people know about it. I had never heard about it.
I hadn't either.
Yeah. We were young then. But still.
I was like 7, 8.
Yeah. So like, but I will say, but now is the time, like, let's give it some traction. Like, let's make a hashtag with his name, and all these things. Like, let's just do what we have to do so that this case gets some traction, and hopefully get this case solved so that his family knows what happened to him and all his children. So
exactly. But if we continue to receive any updates on this case as well, again, this is Marcus Rutledge, aka Pecan Valley John Doe, out of Nashville, Tennessee. We will come back and provide updates. I will be closely following this because this one kind of it just baffled me that a skull was found in 2010. You were just now able to identify it in 2025. But that just means that no one in this family commits crime because their DNA was not in the system.
Yeah.
So, come from a good stock, I assume.
So, definitely.
But also, y'all, be careful with those ancestry and me things. That's why I haven't done it, because I'm scared I'm going to get a hit on something.
I've done it. I did.
Ain't nobody reached out to you?
No.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm scared the FBI, somebody going to be calling me saying I'm long lost distant relative of somebody. Because that's how they've been solving a lot of cases, y'all. Honestly. Yeah. It's a lot of cases that have been solved by people doing ancestry, me and those DNA tests, and they link back to somebody who was a John Doe, Jane Doe, and they're like, oh, this person's been dead, but we didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
We did a case like something like that happened. I cannot remember.
I can't remember the name of it, but I think it was last year.
Yeah,
when we recorded that case. But I've seen other ones like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I might do it because I'm curious and I'm nosy and I want to know my roots. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want nobody calling me, knocking at my door, but nothing like that.
It's interesting. When I did mine, it was like, probably like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. It was interesting though.
For real?
The breakdown. I have to send you my results. I still have them.
Anything groundbreaking?
Yeah. That Renzo insults me about. It's funny. Like, but I'm gonna say it off camera.
Yeah, you tell me off camera.
But it was interesting though. I am primarily Nigerian. I can say that. Mm-hmm.
I will say, and I think I'm gonna do it this year, and I'm gonna say why, because I think it would be my great grandfather was a white man.
Really?
So yes, so that's my grandma's. My grandma's still living. That would be her great grandfather, I believe. Really? That's why she's so bright. So he was a white man, and I want to look more into that because I'm like he wasn't a slave owner sleeping with his slave, was it?
Or something like that. But I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you. I tried to go further and research my family heritage further down, and unfortunately, when it comes to Black people, the records stop.
They didn't keep meticulous records for Black people, so
no.
But they got to be information on him. That's a white man.
Yeah, so you might have a lot of luck being that he is white, but I know when I was trying myself, I was very disappointed because it kind of just stopped. That's why it's so important to talk to your grandparents or your great grandparents. If you have these people still on earth with you, talk to them so that you can write some of the stuff down so you can carry it on, and teach your kids and your grandkids. Their family and where they come from. You got a lot out here.
Where you come from, because people don't have family reunions no more.
No, and unfortunately nowadays they're really trying to strip our history from us.
Exactly.
That's a conversation
my grandma, but that's something we always knew. My grandma talked to us, so we always knew that somewhere along the line there was a white man in our family. Yeah, but I need to look further into that, because do you have any existing living relatives, and do they have money?
Right.
Reparations. Okay.
I thought you was about to say something else. What
else you thought I was going to say during Black History Month? Reparations. That's that Stella Rose talking. Okay.
Oh my God.
Any other thoughts, Boo?
That is all. Like I said, y'all, if y'all know something about any case that that we present, not just this one, please report it. You know, I hate to see situations where the suspect is dead and now you want to report them, you know, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. But please again like, share, comment, subscribe, engage with us.
yeah.
Send us suggestions. We are trying to get back on our regular schedule of pumping these out every Monday. They're on YouTube. The full videos are always on YouTube. It's some funky stuff going on with the clips right now. So that has been, we on pause right now because we may have to find a new, like, software recording thing or whatever. But still interact with our YouTube, y'all. These clips recently haven't been that long. Like this one is about 30 some minutes or something like that. The other one was like 30 minutes. So just leave us a comment, suggestions. We're open to, I'm gonna say constructive criticism, but keep it cute because we do clap back.
Yeah.
I'll be in the comments. I'll be watching. So keep it cute or stay on mute.
Yeah. Listen.
All right.
Or you will get blocked though.
Yeah, because we very much have boundaries over here.
Because we're open to accept criticism, but be respectful.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, if you're disrespectful, like right out the gate, you gone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I like absolutely not. Like I haven't seen it as of lately. I know in the past we've had to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gone. Matter of fact, old boy or old girl, I don't know who was behind that picture, that account. They were commenting and talking by themselves. Then
Yeah. And to themselves.
Yeah.
So, just keep that in mind.
Yes.
But let us know what you think of Marcus Rutledge. Let us know if you've ever heard of this case. Let us know if you know anything else that we maybe didn't talk about. Put it in our comments. Let us know. And we will be back with another one.
Yes. So we are filming this on February 13th. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Huh?
I said, oh yeah. Go ahead.
Happy Valentine's Day. Whether you have a significant other or you don't, love yourself. You can love yourself. You can take yourself out. You can romance yourself and I mean that in a clean way. I don't care what y'all. Oh, that's so pretty.
Aren't they pretty? They're beautiful.
They're pretty. I love the color.
I said, because I love purple. These like pinkish purple. They had lavender, but I wanted these. I said these are so pretty.
I love those.
And like, I'm sorry to get sidetracked, but I got those specifically for Valentine's Day because nothing makes me more happy than walking into my kitchen. I just see fresh flowers on the kitchen table.
Me too. Yeah. I got some a week ago. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want any this week because I already got some. But he did listen. And I got some Dubai chocolate, okay, with the pistachio.
Listen, real quick. Okay. I was in a TikTok live last night, and somebody was talking about the chocolate, and her husband was like, "You ain't got no more of that chocolate. You done ate out of chocolate." She was like, "Hell yeah, I just put the last bar in my mouth." I said, everybody is after this chocolate. Like, what is going on? It looked like it may be good, but I don't think I would pay $25 for it. That's me.
Yeah. So I don't know how much this one is, but this is it, right? I've already had 2 bars of it. Well, it's got. Hold on, I've already had 2 bars of it. Like, but they're like nuggets, though. They're not like bars. But
is it good, sis?
Oh my god, it's delicious.
For real.
Like I love pistachio, and it's pistachio cream.
Yeah.
Oh my god, sis. But yeah, he listens. I didn't even have to say. You should try it. It tastes similar to a Kit Kat to me. So
I guess the reason I haven't been that person is because I'm not really big on chocolate.
Okay.
But like the way people been saying it's so good, like I'm just curious now. I'm not a chocolate eater. When I want a snack or something, I like cookies.
Yeah, I got you. I'm not a chocolate person either, but I love pistachio, so that's why I had to have it.
Yeah.
But I was researching, and they sell it the bars in Charlotte, and I found a place.
At that place?
The coffee place. I'll have to send it to you. It's a coffee place. And I went in, I was like, do you have it? It was like, yeah. And that was my first time trying it. It was so good. So like, he good about listening. I will say he listened.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for it. He just knows
Right.
I go in about it. Like I was like, oh my God,
Right.
he's so good. So he found a online where he can get it. He was like, Shy, you know that chocolate bar is actually in Dubai, right? I said, yeah, I know. I was like,
Yeah.
but they don't ship over here. He said, I found that out. So, but yeah, but
they sell them on TikTok Shop though.
They sell them on TikTok Shop. But yeah. I will say I purchase a lot of things from TikTok Shop. I just haven't gotten myself to a point to purchase like food and snacks from TikTok.
Okay,
Shop.
Okay.
That's the only reason I did.
I got you.
Yeah. So.
I was about to purchase some pickles off TikTok, but I didn't because I was
flavored ones.
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was curious, but I decided against it because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't know. It's food. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I have bought like face cloths because the ones you can throw away. Right. I just bought those. I bought the face sponges. I bought the Mary Ruth's vitamins for the hair. I just bought that like a week ago. I bought a lot of stuff from TikTok Shop, but that's snacks. But people be doing that. It's just I'm a little hesitant, about it. But
they say they good, so I don't know, child. I might have to bite the bullet. I said I wouldn't pay no $25 for no candy, but when I heard that woman talk about it last night, I was in here baking cookies and watching her eat chocolate. I said, girl.
That's the worst.
Yes. Oh my God. But I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. I'm just saying.
Yes,
but yeah, happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Happy Valentine's Day. Like I said, don't get bummed out because if you don't have a significant other, you love yourself.
It's nothing to be bummed about.
It's nothing to be bummed about.
I'm single. I wanted flowers, so I went and got myself flowers. I am cooking a very extravagant meal tomorrow. When I was at Trader Joe's checking out, the man said, "Oh, this is a decent steak."
Okay.
He said, "Somebody eating good," and I said, "Yes, I am."
Okay.
So
what are you having?
I'm having flake steak, baby red potatoes, and I haven't decided on whether I want to do shrimp or lobster because I already have shrimp in the freezer. So I could just use what I got. I kind of love lobster, so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go buy some lobster, but yeah, and I'm going to just have some margaritas and vibe out because I get my hair braided tomorrow anyway. Oh, yeah. So it ain't like I'm going to really have time to do anything. Yeah. So I'm going to just cook myself a really nice meal.
Yeah, same. We're having steak, and I'm going to do twice baked potatoes.
Ooh.
And then we're going to do broccoli, and I'm going to make a tres leches cake for us.
Ooh.
And then that is it.
Yeah.
Because Valentine's Day falls on a perfect day this year. However, I don't believe in, like, I don't want to miss work.
Yeah.
To go spend money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting.
You don't want to lose money to go spend money. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and then plus I just know the waits of the restaurants and all the people. Like,
yeah, I wasn't doing that. If anything, for couples, if anything, I would suggest a private chef. Like, if you don't want to cook, suggest a private chef. That's a real nice romantic little time at the house. Yeah. And just vibe out. I'm not the type to be wanting to do all that because I don't like lines. I'm the person, even if I go out, I will pay extra to skip the line. Yeah. I don't like lines and stuff like that. So
it's not that serious to me. I don't like it either. If I gotta wait an hour, I think the max I'll wait is probably 45 minutes. If it's over 45 minutes, I'm choosing another restaurant or I'm going.
Gotta go. So yeah, have a little just vibe out. Like, but I will say, like, I plan on enjoying myself this weekend. I'm off Monday because it's President's Day, so I got a nice little 3-day break, and I'm gonna have a good time.
Yes.
And I hope y'all do too.
Yeah. So y'all, there's some examples on what you can do.
Yeah.
But hey, if you do want to go, if you don't mind the lines and you do want to go out and do it. Do you? Nobody telling you not to.
Baby, and get cute and put on your best heels and your best makeup and you go out and you treat yourself if you want to.
Exactly. But lotion them heels.
Yeah, because it's cold outside. It was 80 degrees on Sunday and I had on a 2-piece.
It's now going to be 30 tomorrow. 30.
It was 40 this morning.
Yes.
Had me walking around looking like Candyman because I had a long French coat. I said, how I go from a 2-piece to Candyman? I don't know. That's what happened. I was cute Sunday for the Super Bowl, but now here we are. This just crazy weather. So
Yes.
yeah. Please use lotion. Drink your water, okay, and a little lip gloss, you know.
Yeah, and be safe. We love y'all. We gonna get out of here. We done got totally off topic and stuff.
Way off.
So but we love y'all. That's how we do, and we know y'all understand. So with that said, good night, y'all. Again, happy Valentine's Day. My sister has given you the hearts for this evening.
They didn't work last week.
It didn't, but it's working today. Right on time. Maybe it was just waiting for this week. Maybe it said it's just no, not to this week, next week.
That's what it was. It's waiting for Valentine's Day.
But y'all, we love y'all. Stay tuned. We upload every Monday at 1. Also follow our social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that. I forget what we have. But yes, all of it. All of it.
All right. Bye, y'all.